Hi everyone, Andrew here again, out and about for my lunchtime walk. I've just come across the bridge here. The other side is EPGA where I walk, and it's absolutely stunning day. It's hot. It's a bit bright, so I wish I brought my sunglasses, which unfortunately I've not done. A bit of a mistake really on that front from my side. I've not done one of these videos for quite a while. Like I said in previous videos, I'm trying to do a little less of these videos. I'm still out and about getting it done. I'm still getting up, getting it done. I'm still doing something today to improve my tomorrows, and I'm still measuring things. But I wanted to do a little bit less of those and really focus a bit more on maybe getting some content into the videos each time I do one, a bit more of an update of where I am. Every single day we're doing the family walk in the evening, 10 kilometers. Lunchtime I'm getting a 4-kilometer walk in. I've been riding my bike outside on a Monday, that's my day off, 35 kilometers. And then during the week I'm also doing some dance, Apple Fitness dance exercises, and some Apple Fitness indoor bike turbo trainer exercises as well. So it's all going really well. And we're just about to move from March into April. I'm right on my weight loss goal. My goal at the moment is really about 1 to 2 kg per month. And I'm just about to move to the 2nd kg of that in March, which is good timing at the very end of March coming into April. So really pleased on my progress. I think I'm doing everything I need to be doing. I'm focusing on fueling for the day. I'm focusing on getting out and doing the exercises and doing everything I need to do to keep moving in that right direction. You may notice I've got a little black headphone sticking out here of my ear. I bought the new Beats Fit Pro headphones. Previously I still have got the Apple AirPod Pros, but I wanted something a little bit more fitness focused, something that sticks in your ear and stays there a bit more securely. It's got the active noise cancelling, it's got the hear through mode, it's got everything I need. It's basically the same as the AirPod Pros, a little bit more fitness focused in terms of the fit. And because of the fit, actually it's a little bit better sound quality. The bass is a little bit better. Generally on the Beats headphones they tend to have a slightly deeper bass range than the Apple headphones, but both very, very good quality. So it's hard to tell the difference in terms of when you're wearing them. So it's nice to have this pair. I was doing a lot of exercise in my Apple ones. I just found that if I'm not careful, the sweat from that's going to damage them. So having these, which are sweat-proof, makes a difference. I just wanted to treat myself as well. I've been doing really well, and it was nice to give myself a treat. Keeps me, it also re-energizes. Hard to explain, but you buy a new gadget that's supporting you in the process you're in, or in the journey I'm on of losing weight and getting healthy, and it reinvigorates that motivation, keeps you going forward. So yeah, it was an investment in that, and I've been very happy with them. They're very nice, as you can see, black ones with a little red. The key thing about them is there's a little wing tip. It goes into your ear like any noise cancelling headphones, but there's a little wing tip that fits absolutely perfectly into your top of your ear here. Keeps them nice and snug. The Apple ones have a little drop down section on them. They do fit well, but they tend to sort of work their way out when you're exercising. You have to keep pushing them back in, whereas these just stay perfectly fitted. Hence the name, I suppose, Fit Pro. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. It's moving April 1st tomorrow, April Fool's Day. Got to be very careful out there, guys. I'm sure there'll be lots of people trying to get one over on you. I'm going to stay away from that myself. I've got some good ideas of how to fool people, but I think it's a sensitive thing. The world's still struggling a little bit with COVID, and got to be careful how you wind people up. And I think I'll stay away from that. But got to be careful because other people try and get me, I'm sure. So I'm going to be nice and careful tomorrow. Keep reminding myself. What have you done this week? Have you been up and about doing things? Have you been moving towards your goals? Are you enjoying the journey that you're on? You know, my 3 key mottos: get up, get out, and get it done. Do something today to improve your tomorrows, and what can be measured can be improved. Key focuses for me every single day of my life, in everything I'm looking at, everything I'm doing for work, everything I'm doing in my own life, everything I'm doing for my fitness. I'm using those key mottos to help me make decisions, and better decisions, and moving forward. And quite often that's all it is, isn't it? Making a better decision with all the facts and information in front of you. So I'll be doing my end of month review today. and I'll finalise that tomorrow in terms of my fitness and my numbers from this month, how many steps I've done, how many kilometres I've walked, how many cycling kilometres I've done. And it's not that I'm looking to actually make them any more than last month or better than last month. It's just to keep actual focus of where I'm at with those, and being very aware that if there is a big drop or a significant increase in any of those areas, I'm keeping on top of that for the following month, so that I can either add to something or reduce something if it's not really benefiting me. So it's good to review that once a month. I actually review it sort of daily, weekly, but to bring it all together in one at the end of the month and then compare it month to month. Quite busy at work at the moment, so I'm quite expecting my numbers to be slightly less than last month. I had, because of the Tet holidays in February, there was some time off where I managed to get out on the bike and do a lot more activities than I have this month, in terms of the additional activities. My day-to-day walking at lunch and walking in the evening has been the same, but the additional time that I've been able to get out on the bike's just not been there this month. But I've got a plan for that for April, because April's going to be exceptionally busy as well, so I need to find the time to fit in the indoor biking, which I really enjoy doing. It's easy to find, you know, even just a 20-minute session in the morning before work, or a 20-minute session after we finish our family walk. You know, it's time when I might just be watching the telly. I can do that on my bike and just get that extra, 150 calories, just doing something you enjoy, sitting on the bike. I've got myself an air compressor, Xiaomi air compressor for the bike. It's getting a bit paranoid on the tyre pressures. Obviously, when you use a foot pump, there's no measurement of the PSI, pounds per square inch, and I wanted to just make sure I got my bike set up correctly every time I'm using it, and having this compressor makes a big difference. I can tell it what PSI that I want, and it'll automatically inflate to that PSI. Very simple gadget, but it's nice to have, and it ticks a little bit of a box in my mind that I've got the right setup. Consistency is important to everything you do. Now, in terms of riding a bike, having the brakes, having the tyre pressures, having all those things set up consistently means that every time you jump on the bike you get a consistent feeling, a consistent ride. Coming from the golf industry, it's the same when I'm practicing my golf. I want to make sure that although I might not be able to do the physical activity exactly the same every time, at least my practice setup, my alignment, my pointing in the right direction. If you've seen my golf video, having a station set up that each golf ball I hit, I'm following the same pattern. Having consistency in the things you can control is important. So, that's really key to losing weight and getting healthy, is the consistency of something, finding something that works and just keep doing it over and over and over again. A snowball effect. Do something today that will improve your tomorrow. You know full well that what you're doing in terms of activity might feel good right now, but it's actually really going to benefit you in the longer term, in the future, and you perhaps don't notice. It sneaks upon you. So I've noticed I've lost some weight and I've had to change my clothing sizes, and they're things that you notice, but you don't notice that on a day-to-day basis. That's just a next time you need to actually change your clothes, you realize that the old ones are too big. And quite often you don't notice it that way around. If you were trying to put weight on, let's say, you would notice it a little bit quicker, because of course a big shirt, big trousers, you don't really notice that so much. But if you've got something that's too small, of course you're going to notice that you can't fit in it. So I've really noticed these last couple of weeks the changes in my shape. Maybe give you a little look there. You can see getting much slimmer. Wearing medium trousers now. The sizes are sort of different here. In the shirts, I'm actually wearing an extra large shirt here, but it's far too big. So in the FootJoy shirts, I'm a large, maybe even a medium. I'd be very lucky to get into medium perhaps, but a large. So I've seen the changes in the body shape, which is great. The numbers on the scale, the changes, all those things that are being measured. So what can be measured can be improved. What can be measured can be mastered. What can be measured can be understood. And they're the things that I'm doing on a daily and a weekly basis. And I'll, they're key points. If people ask me what am I doing, how am I losing weight? Well, it's just being consistent, doing the right things, moving more, eating better, fueling myself for the journey. I use this a few times in the videos, but if you're going in a long journey on a car, you're going to fill up your car with lots of fuel. If you're only going to be doing small journeys, there's no point filling your car all the way up, because it's just not going to get used. And in a car, it doesn't really matter. It'll just sit there and you can use it next time. But in terms of fueling yourself and eating too many calories, your body's going to turn that into fat. And that's a very simplistic view of what your body's doing. But if you eat too many calories, it's going to be turned into fat. And if you don't eat enough, then obviously your body's going to have to take some of that fat store and use it. So the idea is to try and be in a negative state of calories, so that your body has to take, in my case, some fat away and use that to burn. And that's how I'm losing the fat and the body weight. But you've got to be careful you don't undereat, because when you're doing a lot of exercise, when you're doing 25,000 steps a day, and you may be doing 40-50 kilometers of bike riding a week, you've got to make sure you've got enough calories in there to fuel it properly. Otherwise, you might start losing muscle structure. Your body might start using muscles to create the fuel, and you don't want that. You want to stay in a good balance. So choosing the right amount of calories or whatever it is. I'm not micromanaging calories, by the way. I'm just literally making better choices. Do I need to eat this because it's going to help me, or am I eating it to make me feel good right now? And there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, many times I'll say, yes, I'm going to have that Snickers, I'm going to have that packet of crisps, but I'm fully aware why I'm eating it, and I'm making the choice to eat it. I'm not just on autopilot, so it's important. So there we go. I'm going to leave you with that. There's quite a lot there in this video, maybe 10-11 minutes, and that's what I want to do with these videos. A little bit more insight into what's going on, a little bit less often. I'm motivated, I'm full of inspiration on a daily basis, so I don't need it myself on a daily basis. If any of you guys are watching this and you're getting some inspiration from it, come into the comments, ask me some questions. I'm learning as I go through this process. I've tried to lose weight many times over my life, and this run, let's say from 2019, has been my best so far, and I feel I'm really consistent. I feel I've got everything into place. I feel like I'm not emotionally eating anymore. I feel like I'm making the right decisions on the food, and I'm also doing the exercise, the movement. I'm keeping myself moving on a regular basis. So if you've got any questions, please do ask. Please subscribe as well. Go ahead and subscribe. Press the bell icon. You'll get notified when I release another video, which may be tomorrow, maybe a few days. There's no schedule for that. It's just when I feel it's the right time to throw a little bit of that in. Golf season is starting now. If you guys are golfers watching this, it's the US Masters coming next week, and it's such an exciting time for me as a golf professional to watch that amazing tournament. But also the golf industry tends to kickstart this time of the year, especially in the sort of northern hemisphere in Europe. The weather starts to get better. People start seeing golf on the television and think, I want to get back out and about. Slightly different here in Asia. Golf is a 12 months a year activity, and they don't really watch those big tournaments as much, so it doesn't inspire them in the same way. But for me as an expat living here, it's great to watch those events and see the best in the world competing, and to see Tiger Woods practicing at Augusta, ready for the Masters, finding out whether he's fit and healthy enough to even compete is such an exciting thing. And even if he doesn't go ahead and play in the tournament, the fact that he's even considering it is a great buzz for the golf industry, great PR for the industry. He's done so much for the industry, being the greatest golfer that's ever lived. He's not won the most majors, so we don't get into that conversation, but he's done so much for the golf industry, and I'm, for one, very grateful for that. And I've benefited very much from being in the golf industry. And I'll show you, there's a new construction area being done here over at West Bay, Aqua Bay area. Nice. It's going to be another set of fabulous houses. So it's a lovely place to come for my walk, so I'm very lucky, very thankful. So another key aspect is being thankful and grateful for things in your life. If you're on a journey of discovery, if you're on a journey of improving yourself, remembering that there are people out there that can help you, that can give you the support that you need, but remembering to thank them for that. And I, every day, very thankful the people in my life, my family, my friends, my colleagues. And I want everybody to realise that that's all part of it. The more that you do and the better you get, and the things that you change, you've still got to remind yourself of those things, because it's a very fine line between consistency and just letting it slip. So on a daily basis, I go through my 3 mottos, which I'm going to leave you all with here. Get up, get out, and get it done. That means just do it, basically. Do something today to improve your tomorrows. So the things you do now is going to affect your future. So if you want to improve things, do something now, get something started today, and it'll definitely help you in the longer term. And what can be measured can be improved. And I think that's the key thing that I'd missed out in the past years, is not measuring things properly, not being able to review whether it was working, and being able to review if I can change it or improve it. So that's the 3 mottos. Try and live them day by day, and you'll see a big improvement over time. It's the consistency that is important. Have a great day, stay awesome, look after yourself, be well, be safe, and be thankful. And I'll see you all again soon for another awesome update.